Hey everybody, it's Master Galengeist here, bringing you my review for Captain America issue 7. And this was a pretty good issue. We're kind of getting into the next stage of the Power Elite's play in taking on Cap and kind of advancing their goals. So we see this one woman going to this prison called the Myrmidon, and I'm like, alright, well those I love those references to Greek mythology and everything like that. I'm like, okay, so this is like a private penal system for enhanced individuals. Let's see how this goes. And we find out that she's meeting with Baron von Strucker. And I was like, oh, because he had fought against Hydra Cap, they let him create a prison for enhanced people. That doesn't sound like it'll blow up in anyone's face, but this woman is talking to him, making sure that it'll hold Cap, and of course Strucker is talking about how Hydra was corrupted and everything like that, and his views of what Hydra were, but she's like, okay, spare me the stuff, will it hold him? Yeah, for as long as it'll be needed. And of course they're watching and they see that Cap is wanted for questioning, and we see that Cap is dealing with everything that's going on. He's talking to a lawyer to figure out what his options are, and that his alibis aren't really going to work that effectively because it was known that him and Ross had adversarial feelings towards each other. Sharon has been shown to not have the most reliable memory because Cap went to go rescue her because she was set up by Ross, but she doesn't remember any of that really. And of course, she's romantically involved with Cap, so of course her feelings would be more biased towards Cap. And it also comes down to how Ross was murdered, and that his spine was severed by a disc-like object, similar to Cap's shield. So it's pretty much a pretty tight case against him. Now, since it was done with a shield, I would almost think that the Taskmaster would potentially have been involved, but we'll have to see who was the one that is brought into that. Now, of course, the lawyer is like, you know what, you really should turn yourself in because if you've got any other options, you better play them. And while that's going on, we see that Bucky is going down and pretty much getting on the street level to try and get any kind of leads or information. Just beating these guys up at this bar, and of course, this one dude's calling him out and like, why do you call yourself a hero? Because you've done horrible things, you're beating me up and everything, and he just thinks of the hero as the villain with the biggest gat. And it's understandable how you could come to that kind of worldview, but if that's the case, there's a lot of other different kind of problems, but I like that that's brought up into effect because Bucky is going to town to try and do this. He like freaking he didn't just break some dude's like leg, the bone like was through the skin and everything after he smashed it. It's like, shit, Bucky's taking it seriously. But of course, since he's not able to get any information, he gets in contact with Sharon and Cap, and Cap's like, alright, I'm gonna be turning myself in, and he's like narrating to himself what's going on, how he has been fighting. This isn't just about today. This has also been like when he was Nomad and the Captain. How long can he carry this shield when he's pretty much fighting the government that created him and he's supposed to be following? But of course, Sharon counters with, you don't serve the government, you serve the country. And how he's kind of like this, it's bigger than just him. He's an ideal. And I like that that's being brought up because that's a big core of Cap, as he's even narrating like freedom, liberty, the pursuit of happiness and all that kind of stuff, the American dream, and how this Power Elite is trying to go after that. We see Roxxon and Wilson Fisk and Lucan at the same kind of function, as they've like pretty much taken the dream, because Cap's like, hey, I'm trying to serve the people and this is the world that they've chosen. It's like, yeah, but sometimes you choose stupid things. Like, you gotta sometimes be like, no, no. Because sometimes some people can choose to put their finger in a light socket. You kind of have to be like, don't do that. I mean, if they keep doing it enough, that's gonna take care of itself. But when that's like all these different people, and not all of them are going to make that choice to put the finger in the light socket, then you got a problem. But it's kind of cool seeing Cap do this. Okay, he's going in, he's turned himself in. What's he going to be doing with that? Because he gives Sharon his shield. And of course, Lucan's kind of gloating over that. Not much, but we see her clicking on her phone, seeing what's going on. We see that Nick Fury Jr. is questioning him where the shield is. He's like, oh, I lost it. He's like, that's bullcrap. That's a probable murder weapon. He's like, well, I guess you could arrest me. Oh, wait. I'm like, Steve is usually not that sassy. I'm like, there you go. But he's talking about how his ideal and the dream is older than just him and America. And we see that Sharon goes into this underground base and does this like key phrase and everything. And we've got the Daughters of the Revolution because the Serpent Rising was brought up. It's like she's got the shield. We got all these other various women heroes pop up as the Daughters of the Revolution. It's like, oh, okay, how are they going to be involved? How are they going to help Steve? It was an interesting setup, and I'm like, okay, we're getting into the kind of next stage of this. Let's see where this goes, because I've been really liking this so far because it's been kind of a slow burn. We do get our action, we do get our suspense, but I like that it's this kind of espionage kind of thing where Steve and his support staff have to go and do different kind of covert moves to check and get these enemies, this power elite, out of the game. So we'll have to see how this works out. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.